B2EDI presents your first look at high school football scores and highlights. This is B2EDI First Down Friday Night, sponsored by Whataburger, your community health mart pharmacy, and Regenesis. Now your hosts Mo Carter, Nick Kuzma, and Simon Williams.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Can you believe it? We have seen 11 weeks of football. I know it's week 10, but that's a lot of football, Nick.
It's a lot of football. And guess what? More football happened today, and it's going to happen next week and the next week, plus 3.
Exactly. You're exactly right on that one. Because on tonight's episode of B2EDi's First Down Friday Night, of course, it's the season finale for several teams, while other teams are just prepping for the postseason. And we had an interesting scenario with our varsity game of the week, with one team being on one side of the fence and another team being on the other side of the fence. Simon Williams joins us right now with an early look at the varsity game of the week.
Hey guys, it was our regular season finale of the First Down Friday Night Varsity Game of the Week series, and this one actually had some sizzle to it despite the records coming in. We had an undefeated Muscle Shoals team, 8-0, looking to improve on that mark, get to a perfect regular season and into the playoffs with that perfect mark. Meanwhile, Sparkman came into with this game 5-4. They want to stabilize their season. They had lost 4 in a row. Could they end on a high note? I'll give you the full recap coming up later on in the show.
All right, thanks, Simon. Can't wait to check out that game of the week later in the show. But right now, let's get into Week 10 action.
Absolutely. Tonight, we start off with a big battle between two private school programs that went undefeated in the region play. Starting on Madison Academy and Westminster Christian. Now, both squads will be at home next week in round 1. Tonight, they met at Earl Van Dyke Stadium. Second quarter, game tied at 7. Ken Cherry taking the handoff. You know what he can do with it when he gets the ball in his hand. Goes around the right corner, outruns everyone for a touchdown right there. And he puts Madison Academy up 14-7 as Coach Louis LeBlanc looks on. Later on, it's 21-7. Check this out, Nick. You will appreciate that. Joshua Williams gets the handoff, and check out the great kick-out block. By Antonio Rice on chance. Sylvester did not see that one coming, and they pick up a first down on that. A few plays later, Jacob Podiak throws it deep down the field, and the pass will fall incomplete. But wait a minute.
I saw some laundry.
Yes, sir. We got a flag on the play. That's pass interference on the Wildcats. So the Mustangs continue to march down the field. Podiak throws a strike across the middle to Solano Thomas. He makes the grab and outruns everyone to the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. 27-7. Madison Academy at that point, they went into the halftime locker room with that score, and they run past Westminster Christian tonight by a final score of 47-7. As we mentioned, both teams at home next week. Westminster Christian has Oak Grove, while Madison Academy will play host to Holtz Bluff. Down the road at Discovery Middle, St. John Paul II looking to wrap up the 2023 season with a W against Elkmont. Falcons already up 7-0. Luke Sanji in the shotgun looking for somebody. You know what? Let's just tuck it and run. And the guy that wears number 20 as the quarterback finds the end zone 14-0. Now, the Falcons line up for the kickoff. And it'll be Tyler Greaches coming through with the surprise onside, and it is recovered by the kicking team. First down, St. John Paul. Oh, those tricky Falcons.
Yes, they are.
Now, Sanji and company, they would go to work, Nick. Watch as he takes the ball in the shotgun. He's going to roll out, get around the outside, and throws a strike on the sidelines right there. And man, oh man, what a great grab by Parker Humer for the first down. Drive the stall, so Gracious has to come on. He's going to try a 50-yard field goal.
Let's see it.
It goes up. It looks like he's got the distance.
It's got the, nope.
Oh, it fell just a few yards short. Still 14-0 at that point. Let's check out your final from Discovery Middle School this evening as St. John Paul completes their season with a 42-20 victory over Elkmont. Now, St. John Paul, as we mentioned, their season is over. Elkmont's in a 3-way tie for the final playoff spot in their region. They'll await the tiebreaker situation.
All right, Fort Payne and Cherokee County, 2 more playoff-bound teams met tonight in East Alabama. And we've got highlights thanks to Friday Night Network. Cherokee County striking first. Carson Tittle throws the fade route, and Ben Frampton hauls it in for the score. It led 6-0 over Fort Payne at that point. Now, the Wildcats were not down for long. From the 2-yard line, Caden DuBois takes the handoff off tackle and just crosses the line for a touchdown. 7-6 Fort Payne takes the lead with the extra point. The Wildcats with the ball again now. Bennett Blanks goes around the left side and he scores. Fort Payne now leads 14-6. Now let's go to the third quarter now as Dax Vernador, we've said his name a lot throughout this season. He's going to be throwing a beautiful pass once the ball is snapped, and it's going to be a gorgeous one right into the hands of Skylar Cody. First down, Wildcats drop that one in the bucket, and then it's going to be Bennett Blanks. He's got a blank space, baby, and he will write your name. Touchdown, his second one of the day. Final score, Fort Payne wins it 21-14 over Cherokee. Next week, it's going to be Fort Payne hosting Mortimer Johnson, while Cherokee County will host Central Florence. All right, Grissom traveled to Buckhorn last night for the Tigers Week 10 finale. And this is an interesting sight as Bucky the Buckhorn mascot got into a scuffle with what the home crowd was calling a holiday demon. All right, the demon. Few shots in, but no match for Bucky last night. Now to the action. Tigers down 3-0. Seth Leeburn throws the go route to Cowan Washington. He hauls it in for a reception of 40 yards, and that's going to lead to this. Donovan Paget Jr. taking the handoff up the gut. Touchdown, Grissom. The 2-point conversion was no good, but the Tigers lead 6-3. They are on top. Later in the half, Buckhorn is going to be in the red zone this time, and it's going to be Israel Cooper bouncing it to the outside, tackled by a gang of Tigers. Jalen Edwards with the strip, and guess what? He's scooping, and he is scoring. 86 yards. Tigers led 13-3 at the break.
Big man touchdown.
And it was, but Buckhorn comes back to win it in the second half. Final score 17-13. Buckhorn going to Mountain Brook, while Grissom has completed their 2023 season.
All right, everyone, you know the deal by now. We're all on social media at Mo Carter Fox 54. This guy at Nick P. Kuzma.
This guy.
And someone you'll see in a few minutes, Simon Williams. Simon H.F. Williams.
You look cold.
He did look cold. Shoot us a tweet. We still got some time to read it out loud on air. Speaking of Simon, look, coming up next, we'll take you to Harvard's where Simon Williams is for our varsity game of the week between Muscle Shoals and Sparkman. Stay tuned.
Hey, Big Waltz here. Being the best to ever do it does not mean you have to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Being the best to ever do it is all about you. B2EDi is not just another clothing brand. It's a statement that says you know the best is within you and you are committed to being the best every day. Be the best to ever do it begins with you. A portion of every B2EDi apparel purchase will go to support the nonprofit Best to Ever Do It Huddle for Help. Go to B2EDI.com and be the difference maker today. If you're gonna be the best, make sure you wear it across your chest.
At your community Health Mart, you matter more. That's why we work hard to offer competitive pricing, a range of products you can count on, and healthcare services to support your individual health journey. So whether you're looking for a consultation or just a conversation, you won't find another pharmacy that feels this close to home. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Don't let joint pain slow you down. Turn to Regenesis Stem Cell Center, where the future of healing begins. At Regenesis, we harness the power of your body's own self-healing potential. Our revolutionary procedures are the gold standard in stem cell therapy and deliver pain relief without the complications and long recovery time of surgery. Our patients report that their joints feel like they did 20 to 30 years ago. Free yourself from the pain. Regenesis. Healing begins here.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Can you imagine doing all of this without a twin brother? No way. We're better together. What if we could be even better? That's why we've partnered with America's #1 independent furniture retailer, Rooms To Go, where you'll find our all-new furniture collection. Introducing Drew and Jonathan for Rooms To Go. come in and check it out because we're designing something great together. Yeah, you mean you and me together with rooms to go. Together, that's what I said.
When did everyone get so scared? The Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors, Sunday on Fox.
Hey everybody, welcome back to B2EDi's First Down Friday Night. It's Mo Carter and it is Nick Kuzma. And of course, we have a third person on our crew, and that is Simon Williams. He joins us live from Harvest, Alabama, where he saw a lot of black and red tonight for our varsity game of the week. Simon, tell us all about it.
The regular season finale of the First Down Friday Night varsity game of the week brought us to Harvest, where 8-0 Muscle Shoals visited 5-4 Sparkman.
Trojans showed up big in the first half, scoring 3 times to take a 21-0 lead at the break. And they wouldn't hesitate when reaffirming their control of this game by scoring on each of their first 3 times with the ball in the second half. Here's the third play from scrimmage in the second half. Quarterback Nathaniel Woods has all the time in the world. Finds Jamarion Crocker on the right side, and he's barely touched on his way into the end zone. Touchdown Trojans. It's 28-0 with the point after. Trojans would force a Senator punt, and then on the next drive move down the field. On second down from the red zone, the handoff goes to Natarion Hampton, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra points good, 35-0, with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Then Jack Anderson gets his name called on the next time into the red zone. It's the handoff and the touchdown, pushing his team to a 42-0 lead to end the third quarter.
So the Trojans would add a touchdown and an interception. Meanwhile, the Senators just scratch across one more. Final score 48-7. Muscle Shoals improves to 9-0, undefeated in the regular season. They host Pinson Valley next week in the first round of the 6A state playoffs. Sparkman, they're just worried about homework now because their season is over. One last time, your final score from Harvest, 48-7. I'm Simon Williams with Fox 54 Sports.
All right, thank you so much, Simon. Coming up next, we had a great one over in Athens tonight between Russellville and the Golden Eagles of Athens. Lots of black and gold in this one.
Yep.
So stay tuned for your highlights.
Your old car to rust in peace. Just announced 0% APR financing is now available on new 2024 Hyundai Tucsons or 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Only at Greenway Hyundai of Decatur. Tell your old car to rust in peace. Right now, get up to $4,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade. Now available 0% APR financing on new 2024 Hyundai Tucsons or 2023 Santa Fe's. Only at Greenway Hyundai of Decatur.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi at an amazing value.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999.
And this is big. Ta-da! Xumo Streambox.
Now add Spectrum TV to upgrade to Spectrum One Stream and get a Xumo Streambox free for 12 months.
It brings together all the entertainment I want in one place. And this voice remote lets me search across live TV and my favorite streaming apps so I can find exactly what I want, fast and easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Xumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
My hot take, this is like nothing you've used before.
The NFL on Fox. Vikings.
Oh, wow!
Falcons.
Touchdown! NFL doubleheader, Sunday starting at noon on Fox 54.
I have a big head, and you don't have to have the brains the size of mine to know that you can get more for your trade at University Kid.
Get up to $5,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade at University Kid. Drive home a new 2023 Kia Forte for only $199 per month. Or get 2.9% financing on 2023 Kia Souls. Get up to $5,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade. Only at University Kia. Visit universitykia.com.
It's in our nature to explore the possibilities and embrace the unknown. We travel the same road, knowing the unexpected may occur. When you need us, we'll be there. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS, Alabama's motorcycle lawyers.
Walter Jones, a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, is proud to present B2EDI First Down Friday night on Fox 54. B2EDI, be the best to ever do it.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Of course, multiple ways that you can check out First Down Friday Night, which is brought to you by B2EDI every Friday at 10 p.m. live right here on Fox 54. Also live on fox54.com and throughout the weekend on Fox 54 Plus. Around midnight on Saturday morning, you can check it out on the Fox 54 WZDX YouTube page, and then you can check out a replay Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. on Fox 54. Nick?
All right, in Limestone County, we had a matchup between two teams that are heading to the state playoffs, Athens and Russellville, facing off at Golden Eagle Stadium. This was the 30th meeting between these schools, the first coming all the way back in 1925. Most recent one was last year, where Athens won by just a point. The Golden Eagles forcing a punt on the first drive, but the Russellville defense answers right back. Malachi Duncan bringing an interception back deep into Athens territory, and then soon after, it's going to be Harrison Birch swinging it out to Michael Schofield, who takes it in for 6. Yep, touchdown Golden Tigers. They go up 7-0 after the PAT. So Athens actually going to throw another interception, but the Golden Eagle defense forces another punt. And now the Athens offense finally cooking. Brogan Gross going to zing it right to Johnson Spiegel, basically right by me, who holds on for the touchdown. We're all tied up at 7 after the extra point. Now on the thank you. On the ensuing drive, it's going to be the Russellville punting unit that's going to be out on the field once again. But this time, watch out, over the punter's head. He can't scoop it up there. Jake McDonald is there to recover the football. The Golden Eagles going to be in business once again, and they're going to hand off to our former B2EDI First Down Friday Night MVP of the week, John McIntyre, bowling right into the end zone. Athens led 21-14 at the end of the first half, but then the Golden Eagles fly to a victory in the second half. Final score is 41-14, Athens beating Russellville. Russellville was the region champ, so the Golden Tigers host the first round. They got Fairfield. Athens finished third in their region, so their journey to the Super 7 begins on the road. They go to Oxford next week. Let's head to the state line where Ardmore hosted Central Florence. Ardmore starting with the ball on offense, and down they find themselves with a 4th and short. Alex King taking the snap, play action, tries to throw a screen, blocked at the line by big Bradley Davis. Wildcats going to take over. And on the first play from scrimmage, Central is going to waste no time. Lining up under center is Jackson Brewer, hands it off to Hunter Palmer, and he goes 84 yards for the touchdown. The extra point is going to be good. 7-0 in favor of Central. Now, same movement down the field next drive for the visiting squad. It's going to be goal-to-goal situation, and Jackson Freeman handing it off. He's in the, he gets the handoff, and he's in for the touchdown. Tigers break up the 2-point conversion, so we stand at 13-0 with 2:58 to go in the first quarter. Let's take a look at your final scores. It's going to be the boys from Florence, Alabama, taking down the guys from Ardmore, Alabama. 49-21 is the final score. Next week, Central Florence is going to go to Cherokee County, like we talked about earlier in the first round of the state playoffs. Ardmore has completed their season.
All right, let's go to Albertville, one of the state's longest running rivalries. It's Guntersville taking on Albertville. The Aggies would help themselves to the first score. Carlos Zaninga Carabjo hands it off to Xavier Havis, who is brought down in the end zone for a safety. After a failed drive, the Wildcats get the ball. Eli Morrison hands it off to Nelson Delva, who takes it up the gut, and the Wildcats now lead 9-0. Next, the Aggies got the ball again. It'll be Carbajal trying to get it over to Rashawn Lanier Tatum, but the Wildcats, number 27, Braden Hosenbeck, would be on the receiving end of that one. Leads to Eli Morrison, handed it off to Delva, who turns on the Jets. Wildcats now up 16-0. Aggies back with the ball, but same outcome as the ball was supposed to go to Hunter Smith. However, it's picked off by Date. Peterson, and he takes it in for the pick six, 22-0 at that point. Under a minute to go in the first, Wildcats will look for a statement. Morrison showing off the arm, gets it over to Trayon Avery in the end zone for a score. Wildcats will be up 30-0 at the end of the first quarter. Let's check out your final score from this one. Guntersville runs past Albertville by a final of 57-16. Next week, Guntersville's in the 5A playoffs, still waiting for their opponent, while Albertville has completed their 2023 season. All right, pretty good game over in Madison, at least in the beginning stages, as Bob Jones played host to Hartselle in the 6A, 7A class. Patriots would strike first. Big Tyron Washington taking a direct snap, and he's going to find pay dirt right there. God, nobody can stop Bob Jones when they run that play with Washington. They're up 7-0. Let's go to the second quarter now. Payne Steele fakes the handoff, and he's up the gut for a touchdown, 7-7. We are tied. Bob Jones goes 3 and out. Then it's Payne Steele once again. He's going to find pay dirt, literally looking at the same play.
I feel like I've looked at the same play 3 times now.
Yeah. Exactly. 14-7. Tigers up at the break as we take a look at the Hartselle band playing during halftime. Third quarter, Hartselle pounding the rock again. Lincoln Bryan up the middle, 21-7. Tigers. You got to love these two words, Nick. Ensuing kickoff.
Ensuing kickoff.
Hartselle going with the squib kick. Bob Jones does not react quickly. Jay Pruitt will recover for Hartselle, and they've got great field position to really blow this game out the water now. And guess what? They're going to capitalize. Who will it be? It's Payne Steele. Up the middle, another touchdown, 27-7, Hartselle. Now, Malachi Foster would add a late TD for Bob Jones, but it would not be enough. Hartselle rolls in this one. Let's check out your final score as Hartselle goes on to win by a final of 35-21. Next week, Hartselle will play host to Center Point, while Bob Jones will hit the road for a tough one against Hewitt-Trussville. All right, during week 9 of our season, our newest First Down Friday Night MVP of the week helped his team secure a home playoff game because he helped his team win a contest. We got his story after the break.
The NFL on Fox. Vikings.
Oh, wow!
Falcons.
Touchdown!
NFL doubleheader, Sunday starting at noon on Fox 54.
This season, score big with our tailgate deals. 10 original crystals for $9.99. 10 spicy wings for $9.99. Or get them both for $19.99. It's a touchdown for everyone. Crystal, now you know.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
The Rooms to Go family just got a little bigger. After years of helping families find solutions for their homes, we realized not everything needs a sledgehammer. Sometimes the right furniture is all you need. Introducing Drew and Jonathan for Rooms to Go. This is gonna be fun. Oh yeah.
Addiction doesn't discriminate.
It can wreck lives.
And leave you without hope.
But at Bradford,
it all changes here.
Proven treatment
for alcohol and drug addiction.
It all changes.
At Bradford.
You can overcome alcohol and drug addiction. Call Bradford 24/7 at 888-SOBER40. 888-762-3740.
Walter Jones, a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, is proud to present B2EDI First Down Friday night on Fox 54. B2EDI, be the best to ever do it.
Sunday on Fox.
Give me everything you got!
It's Dallas and it's Philly in one of the biggest games of the year.
Ask yourself, how great do we want to be?
Now, the two longtime rivals collide in a must-watch divisional showdown.
We can't wait for this one.
Dak and the Cowboys.
Caught! Oh, what a play!
Hurts and the Eagles.
I'm going to come out here and dominate. Touchdown, Philadelphia!
America's game of the week.
Sunday at 3 on Fox 54.
All right, each week we're going to bring you great coverage of great high school football games in North Alabama. We're going to recognize outstanding individual performances, too, with our weekly First Down Friday Night MVP of the Week award. I'm going to introduce you right now to our final recipient of the season.
With one of Randolph's best players unable to play Friday night, Graham Beatty stepped into the spotlight and helped deliver a massive victory for his team.
It felt great to come through for the team, but I didn't care about the stats. I wasn't worried about the stats. I was worried about getting that win, and our team knew that. Our leader stepped up, and we came to play. And we came back from down 10, and I think it really just showed that our team can come through adversity.
Beatty logged around 100 snaps while rushing for 193 yards, and he scored all 4 of Randolph's touchdowns in a 28-24 win over Priceville. The victory clinched second place in 4A Region 8 for the Raiders, meaning Randolph will host a state playoff game at Sportsmed Field.
He took every snap from the running back position. He also played every snap from a safety position. So to watch him log that many plays and really just kind of carry the mantle of being the guy in the backfield was fun to watch.
For his efforts, Graham Beatty has been named the B2EDi First Down Friday Night MVP of the Week, which is brought to you by Whataburger. Beatty has seen varsity playing time since he was a freshman, and it sounds like his improvement as a player and a leader over the last few years has been exceptional.
We had a drive where we threw the ball a couple of times, and we ended up having to punt, and Graham comes off the field and tells me, he's like, can we run the football? And you want that from your players. You want them to have the confidence, their ability, the confidence in our team to know we can do this.
I think my game has progressed tremendously, and that's because the leaders that I've had on the teams previously, like, you know, the guys that graduated last year, Andrew, Hunter, Goody, they were all kind of like mentors, and they helped me gain that confidence that I had on the field my freshman year. And I've just been trying to feed that to the other freshmen now so they can make plays and have their moments like this as well.
Beatty says when he's not on the field, he's playing pickup basketball and hanging out with his friends, and wish him luck. His fantasy football team is in the playoff hunt. In Huntsville, I'm Nick Kuzma, Fox 54 Sports.
All right, everyone. Usually at this time, we would tell you, hey, if you have any open nominees, let us know. But he is our final MVP of the year. So another great run of some solid student athletes this year.
Yeah, for sure. Congratulations to all the student athletes who are winners this year. All great kids, first and foremost, but also putting some big-time performances across North Alabama this season.
Correct. So, you know, I'm taking a look now at some of these playoff matchups, man, in Class 7A. Bob Jones is going to Hewitt-Trussville. Florence is going to go to Thompson. That's a tall order. Wow. Austin's going to play host to Vestavia Hills. James Clemens is going to play host to Hoover, which is going to be real interesting because the current Hoover coach basically brought James Clemens to where they are right now as far as prominence. So that's going to be a very interesting storyline. Looking through some 6A ones real quick as I get ready for the end of the show. Hartselle, Center Point, Muscle Shoals, Pensacola Valley. Some good ones. For the entire crew, thanks for checking us out. We'll see you next week for postseason action on B2EDi.
B2EDi First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Whataburger, your community health mart pharmacy, and Regenesis.